And on the Republican side, there's another potential ticket being buzzed about. A Trump ally told Politico this week that the front-runner is eyeing fellow outsider candidates Ben Carson or Carly Fiorina as running mates. And with us now is the Republican presidential candidate, Dr. Ben Carson. Dr. Carson, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Does the prospect of a Biden-Warren ticket worry you very much?
No, it doesn't. I am very happy with whatever they come up with because I think this election will be a very excellent opportunity for the American people to make a clear choice. I don't think it'll be muddied.
And Dr. Carson, would you be willing to serve as Donald Trump's vice president? I mean, this is something that was sort of bandied about in the media this week. It is the summer of the outsider. In just about all of the polls, the top two Republicans are yourself and Donald Trump. Would you serve as his running mate? Would you want him to serve as your running mate?
I think all things are possible, but it's much too early to begin such conversations.
All things are possible. Okay. Well, Dr. Carson, let me ask you this. On the subject of immigration, a big dispute erupted this week over birthright citizenship. On August 19th, just a few days ago, let's put this up on screen. You said, quote, if somebody comes here for the purpose of having a baby so that they have an anchor baby, we should keep that family together and send them back where they come from. Let me ask you, Dr. Carson, some people consider the term anchor baby a racial slur. What do you think?
I think it's silly political correctness. Everybody knows what we're talking about. We need to talk about the actual issue and stop getting, pulled off into the weeds and saying, you can use this term, you can't use that term. It's so silly.
And let me ask you about something else you said earlier this week. You said that the United States should consider using drone strikes to secure the border with Mexico. What did you mean by that? Obviously, drones are used now for surveillance along the border. Are you talking about taking drone strikes at the U.S.-Mexico border?
It was quite clear what I was talking about. I said that drones are excellent for surveillance. Along that border, we have miles and miles of fences, and, I went there last week and didn't see any Border Patrol people. And those fences are so easy to scale, it's almost like not having a fence there. So drones can help with the surveillance. In no way did I suggest that drones be used to kill people. And I said that to the media at the time. I said, some of you are going to go out and say Carson wants to use drones to kill people on the borders. How ridiculous. At some point, I hope we have some responsible media which actually focuses on the problem. We have a huge security risk there. And talking to some of the sheriffs down there on the border, Sheriff Babos, Sheriff Daniels, some of the other law enforcement agencies, listen to the frustration. You should have them on your show and let them talk about what's actually going on down there. And it seems like we have not only the cartels to deal with, the drug smugglers, the people smugglers, but we have the federal government, which is not being helpful. Over the last couple of years, they've released 67,000 of those people.
But Dr. Carson, there were some reports that said that you were, at the very least, considering drone strikes on cartels down there at the border. You're saying under no circumstances would you use drones for military purposes along the U.S.-Mexico border? No drone strikes whatsoever?
That's a total lie. What I said is it's possible that a drone could be used to destroy the caves that are utilized to hide people. Those
hide immigrants
need to be gotten rid of.
Who would be hidden in these caves?
No, the scouts.
These caves?
The scouts and the people who are facilitating, all the legal activities. Those caves are very evident. And I hope you have some of the sheriffs in. They can show you the pictures. They can show you what's going on there. We're not getting support from the federal government to deal with these people. They're being outgunned.
But Dr. Carson,
56% of that border is not under our control.
Okay, but I just want to make sure we button this down. So you're saying that in some instances you would advocate using drone strikes to take out cartels that are bringing migrants across the border? Is that what you're talking about? Wouldn't there be some instances where perhaps innocent people might get killed? Yeah, please. Let's
read my lips.
Let's do it. Let's read.
Listen very carefully to what I'm saying. I said there are caves. There are caves that they utilize. Those caves can be eliminated. There are a number of possibilities. That could be one of them. I'm not talking about killing people. No people with drones.
Okay, Dr. Ben Carson, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
A pleasure.